Unit 7, we look at 7.4, nominal and effective interest rates. And I'm going to explain it like this. Imagine you put $100 in the bank, and the bank offers you 12% per annum. Then after 1 year, you will have $100 plus the 12% of 100, which is 100. You will have $112 in the bank. But if we said 12% per annum, compounded monthly, well, first of all, think about it. Surely you're not going to get 12% every month, right? If it's 12% per annum and they compounded monthly, you're going to get 1% every month. So let's have a look for a few months. Month and the total you have in the bank. So month 0 is when you just put it in. End of month 1, you're going to have $100 plus 1%, which is 1. So you'll have $101. So remember, the compound now is going to kick in month 2. Because in month 2, it's your 101 plus 1% of 101, not of 100. So by now you'll have $102.01. So end of month 3, you have your 102.01 plus 1% of that. So it's 103.03. Now I'm going to skip ahead to end of month 12. It comes to $112.68. So if you compare when it's compounded monthly, they still say it's, let's just write this, 112.68. They still say, they quote 12% per annum, but they say compounded monthly. Then you get $112.68. Whereas if it is a 12% per annum just compounded yearly, you would only have had $112. So if your compounding periods are more than 1 per year, you're actually going to get a little bit more. So the nominal interest rate, remember the word rate because that tells us percentage, it is the quoted. So the bank will quote, I will give you 12% per year compounded monthly. The effective interest rate is what you really got. Which we've now seen, if you compound more than once a year, it's always a little bit more. So here's your formula to get from the one to the other. So if you want your IE means effective interest rate. You don't need to have the amount, and you always just work it out over 1 year. That is 1 plus your nominal, the quoted, over m to the power of m with a separate minus 1, where m is number of interest periods per year. So if we calculated the effective interest rate on this one above, the m's would be 12 because it is monthly.